in my travels to Nepal.
You've never been to Nepal. Ever.
Cut it out.
He's never been. It's 21 minutes until 9 o'clock, and Bow Wow is,
Lil Bow Wow.
Sorry.
Lil.
I thought he took the little off. Matter of fact, he shot Moss, ain't he?
Erica Mena put the little back on.
God damn, she was spilling some tea possibly. Nevertheless, man, if you wonder whose voice is that is JGunn, man, recording artist, went to A&T.
Aggie Pride.
It's from Durham. You were born in Durham, Gunn?
Yeah, man.
And you've been doing this music thing for a long time. Like, I'm serious. Like, I always hear stories about how you used to battle P. Wonder a lot, and used to really get under P. Wonder's skin, because P. Wonder's a street dude.
Yeah.
And you were I don't want to say intellectual, but you were on college. You were in college. You were a college guy.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he was not expected to get his ass handed to him in certain battles.
That's kind of the story of my life, bro. I'm always battling some street cats and shocking them, so.
Now, I've
been shot at and everything in battles, man.
Have you been shot at?
Legit been shot at, bro.
Shut up, man.
Legit been shot at, bro. At a battle in Durham.
Yikes.
Walking out the club. The dude told me, he's like, if you come out your mouth wrong, we're going to get you out of the joint. And sure enough, while we was walking to the car, we had to duck under some bullets, bro.
Wow.
Legit. And I was like 15, bro.
JGunn, where does the gun come from?
That's my name. That's my real name. Yeah, Joshua Gunn. Yeah.
Wow, that's
my last name.
And now, how convenient is that your last name is Gunn and you're from Durham? See? It fits, Jay. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, JGunn is super, super light-skinned. Were you rooting for Steph Curry, Jay?
Of course.
Okay.
It wasn't a light-skinned thing, though. North Carolina thing.
No doubt.
No doubt. I love for that brother.
Now,
Curry, Charlotte Hornets, you know what I'm saying?
The reason we have JGunn up here is because JGunn is the exact reason why Damon Dash has been in North Carolina so much.
Yeah. Shout out to Dustin.
Has he signed you? What is the situation with you and Dame?
So, cool thing that Dame does, man, just his experience in the industry, realizing that record deals are more like slavery. He creates partnerships rather than signing record deals. So we have a 50-50 partnership between Red Eye Lifestyle, which is my company, and Blue Rock Records, which is his. Okay. So now Dame is here in North Carolina working with Gunn. 50-50 partnership, as you see. And they're filming a show called Music Moguls that's going to be on BET. Now, you going to be on this show? I am on the show, yeah.
I know you are, because I saw B.A. singing on one of the clips in the trailer. I had to rewind it. I said, is that Brandon?
Yes, sir.
And it was. So, super excited about that. When does that drop?
June 28th, BET, 9 p.m. And then every Tuesday after that.
June 28th it drops. That's a week from today. So next Tuesday that joint drops. Are you ready to be on national television?
Can't wait, man. I can't wait. You know, anybody know me. DeMar know. I've been going at this a long time.
Who's DeMar?
So, drinking.
DeMar know.
Okay.
Government.
Quick backstory. Of course, you already heard him say he's an Aggie.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually pledged Gunn. He's an Alpha also. He's Beta Epsilon also.
Lucky dude. He's lucky. All right, so listen. Don't get in my business.
That's another story.
So listen.
We'll go to that later on.
A week from tonight, Music Mogul drops on BET. Here's a brief trailer that a brief snippet from the trailer that has everybody up in arms.
I make people rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. You don't think your friends are gonna choose money?
That's Dame Dash. That's Dame Dash.
But it's always the money. I got 10 businesses at any given time.
I have Dame Dash Studios. We got the factory.
He doing music. He making movies. He making whiskey. Now I'm gonna push me. I'm gonna push Dame Dash.
Now, here is the part that Bow Wow says something ridiculous. It ain't nothing cracking in Durham, Gunn. Now listen, we got JGunn in here to refute that. He's going to let us know what is cracking in Durham, and I'm going to let you know what Bow Wow said in response to that comment right after this Beyonce. Gunn's levels right. Get Gunn's levels right.
Levels right.
Get Gunn's levels right. Turn him up in his headphones.
Yeah, we good.
I think that's what you're supposed to say when you're a rapper. Okay, so listen.
Something like that. That's the whole ad-lib.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, you couldn't help but, I know you signed with, you got a 50-50 partnership with Dame Dash.
Yes, sir.
And I know Dame Dash tries to move as far from up under the Rockefeller days umbrella as possible.
Yeah.
But you can't help but ask him from time to time to give you like some gems or some stories about the Rockefeller days.
And he does, bro.
Does he?
Willingly, bro. Like,
Give me one.
We sit at his crib. One of the stories that was cool for me, and any upcoming artist can relate to this. So when he was trying to get Jay on, what they would do, and another thing that's cracking in North Carolina is referenced in this story. But what they used to do was Dame would pay Biggie. So Biggie's fee at the time was $10,000. This was when Biggie was, popping but not huge. He would pay Biggie 10 grand.
God, just popping, but not huge 10
right,
grand.
10 grand. Just to come through North Carolina and do shows. So he'd bring him to A&T, bring him to Central, so Jay could open up for him. So he said Biggie was popular, but not in North Carolina. So he would be paying Biggie $10,000 and nobody was coming to the shows. Like, if you can imagine Biggie in an empty club here in Greensboro somewhere rocking,
and Jay opening.
Yeah, and they kept doing that, like every month, 10, 20 grand a month, and then they eventually built that buzz, and then Jay really shined every time he opened up for him. It's like, yo, Biggie was dope, but who is this cat, Jay-Z? And that's really how they started, got their deal, and they use, same thing we do now, they used the footage. Like, they had an old big camcorder covering that. They used part of that footage to get their first deal.
Wow.
So that was cracking in North Carolina.
Wow.
Shout out to A&T and Central for putting on Biggie and Hov.
JGunn right here, man. 50-50 partnership with Dame Dash. About to be on this new show, Music Moguls, because Dame Dash really believes that JGunn is better.
Yeah, he is.
You like I did that? I did that?
Yeah.
Now, Bow Wow, we let you hear his diss saying that ain't nothing cracking in Durham. So somebody said, you shouldn't have talked about Durham, bro. You might be banned from the whole North Carolina. Shaw Moss returns, damn, I don't know what to do now. I'm so hurt that one town hates me now. I'll go cry. Grow up. I ain't said nothing. I said ain't nothing cracking there. Maybe because the world ain't heard nothing from there. I'm sure there's talent we waiting to hear it. Been to Raleigh, been to Charlotte, all over. Step your ass up and get some of that dope music out so y'all can be heard if that's the case. Y'all and y'all's feelings when that shit a little spark and got y'all and had me eating my words is what I'm thinking he was trying to say. I'm challenging y'all to go hard. It wasn't a diss. We ain't heard nothing come from Durham. Turn it around instead of typing me about a petty-ass remark. What do you say about that, Gunn?
I say it's ironic that Lil Bow Wow could tell somebody grow up, first of all.
Oh, shoot.
He's the same height as he was in the Lil Bow Wow throwback jersey.
That's valid.
And second of all, if somebody talk about your house or your mother or something that you're passionate about, you should be in your feelings a little bit. And whether or not you challenge somebody to go hard by saying, yo, bro, step your game up. You don't challenge somebody to go hard by belittling an entire region, you know what I'm saying, based off your own ignorance. Just because you don't know, you ain't popping, so how would you know what's popping in Durham when you ain't been popping in a decade?
That's very, very valid. North Carolina gets slept on a lot, man, but when it comes to this music game,
we go hard.
North Carolina is one of the biggest markets in the country.
Yes.
In the country.
That is truth, brother.
And it's because what we talked about earlier, man, it's such a college state that so many people, walks of life, flood this state annually. And they're purchasing music, and they're going to concerts, and they're going to homecoming concerts. You know what I'm saying? So you don't, if you were still in the business of making music, Bow Wow, which you're not, North Carolina is not a demo that you want to take a squat on.
Nah.
It's definitely not.
Nah, definitely not. And if Jermaine and any of them want to continue, they're gonna need this state. They're gonna need this whole region: North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. The places they sleep on is where they probably was able to get the most money.
Do you like the way, because you came in here, that's a Durham jersey?
Bull City, yes sir.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Do you like the way Durham just all, because I mean, I just heard there were 3 shootings in Burlington yesterday.
Yeah.
We hear about all the homicides and the bad things that come from Durham. But how did it make you feel being a product of Durham and seeing how the entire city is bonding with the entire state and all going at Bow Wow's head?
Man, I love that, bro. I love that. I'm always proud of my city, but it made me real proud to see them all up in Bow Wow's mentions right away. And the horns out his neck, man. And I love that. You know what I mean?
If somebody asked JGunn, not the rapper JGunn, but Jay, just the person, what's popping in Durham?
Beyond music?
Beyond music, you can throw music in there.
Okay.
Exclude JGunn. We know that JGunn is better. We know you're doing your thing with Dame Dash.
Yeah.
But you exclude it. If you're on the national front and you were talking to somebody in Wichita, Kansas, and they're like, yo, Bow Wow said ain't nothing popping in Durham, and you take offense, how would you defend that? What would you tell them is popping?
I would tell them music is popping. I tell them I'm popping. I tell them folks like Wrecking Crew is popping. De facto Thespian is popping. I tell them that the Runaway brand, which is the clothing brand I have on right now, is popping. I tell them that we're one of the fastest growing cities in the country. We got one of the best job markets, one of the best real estate markets, one of the highest rate of cultural events in the United States of America. Jazz, hip-hop, R&B, visual arts, everything is popping in the city. North Carolina Central is popping in the city, you know what I mean? So we out here. Like, the D-PAC is the #1 theater in North America. That's right in my backyard in Durham. So anything you want to do, you can do in Durham. And we definitely cracking. We cracking more than anything Bow Wow doing, so. Shout out to CSI. Shout out to CSI MySpace or whatever show.
Oh, shoot.
7 minutes to 9 o'clock. Thank you, JGunn, for stopping through, man. You're more than welcome anytime.
Yeah, thank you, B-Dot. Thank you.
Bow Wow, I'll slap you.